Hi, welcome to howtod&d. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I have a guest with me, John Shackle.
Hello!
And we're going to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5e and player tactics or tips. And this particular tip is kill that spellcaster first. And there's a good reason for that, right?
Enemy spellcasters are a pain in the bleep.
Yeah. Spellcasters, whether it be a divine caster or an arcane caster, they're a game changer, particularly at higher levels. At lower levels they're not quite so scary, but at higher levels, even mid-range level,
oh yeah,
they can change the way the whole game will operate. So they can buff the enemy, they can cause huge amounts of damage, and they can just wrap up a combat like that.
And even worse, they can heal.
Yeah, if you're dealing with anybody who is a caster who can cast Cure Wounds and heal the enemy while you're trying to push its hit points down, or mass healing of some kind, okay, mass healing is just going to drive you absolutely nuts.
That whole round of dealing all that damage and they healed it up again. It's like...
And it will string out and make your combat a lot longer. There's a greater chance of you failing too. So try to make sure you target the spellcasters first. What I will also say is you've got to be careful about how you kill them, because spellcasters have spells that can protect them. So it's really important when you are trying to use spells to take out the spellcaster that you try to, particularly if you know if they've got 3rd level spells, they've probably got counterspell, so make sure you cast spells that are at least 4th level or higher. That way they can't just cast counterspell at the lowest level and be guaranteed of negating that effect. Yep. And when you're dealing with ranged attacks, whether they be spells that have an attack roll or ranged attacks from bows or anything really, they can also cast a thing called shield as a reaction.
Yes, and the bane to the magic missile.
Yeah. And that's really bad. Do not throw magic missile at a caster. Why? Because shield is a 1st level spell. They're probably going to have it.
Yep. And it negates any damage from magic missiles.
Yep. You're going to do nothing to them. So do not use magic missile on a caster. It probably won't do anything to them. Is there anything else you want to add in terms of taking out the casters first, John?
Well, silence is your best friend, or anything that will deafen them, or confusion. As long as you can stop them from casting the spells, that saves your life.
Also too, it's really sensible if you are in a position to do it, to try to spend that caster's reaction. So try and do something that they have to counterspell, not a big spell, something that's sort of a little bit lower level. Force them to use counterspell or shield, and then follow up with a spell that will get past shield and no longer has to deal with something like counterspell, because you only get one reaction. That's it. And that applies to the monsters as well, and the NPCs. You get one reaction. It's very, very rare to have a monster that can have more than one reaction. They have to be something like a legendary creature.
Yeah.
And they're not common at all. Remember, casters often have a lower armor class and less hit points, so they should be easier to kill, but there are a few spells that can push up their armor class and make that a little bit harder. That's everything we have to say on killing spellcasters first. Nothing else to add. If you found this useful though, please share, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have any questions about killing the spellcaster first, please put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer those questions. And until next time, John,
keep rolling those 20s.
See you later.